Hi, and welcome to our video on Constructivist and Engagement Theory. Let's talk about the Constructivist theory first. The Constructivist theory was brought about by Dewey, Piaget, Vygotsky, Brunner, and Gagné. It says that learning is active mental work, not passive reception of teaching. Learners are active participants in their learning journey. Knowledge is constructed based on experiences and knowledge the learners already have. Learning is a social activity, and motivation is key. Learning exists in the mind. Basically, it is recognized that each learner has a unique perspective on life, and that is created by their unique experiences. So, in the constructivist theory, learners basically learn how to learn, and the goal is to create a welcoming environment for them. Now, please note that there are some characteristics of a successful constructivist classroom that we should mention. This includes the fact that it is student-centered. Also, an instructor acts as the facilitator, not the one in authority or the one who is being the director. Also, learning occurs in small groups, right? Analogy shared between the students, student to student, and also between the students and the teacher. Now let's compare and contrast the constructivist classroom and the traditional classroom. Now the constructivist classroom is one where you have knowledge evolving, while in the traditional classroom, knowledge is stagnant. Also, in the constructivist classroom, students are allowed to pursue their own interest and raise their own questions, while in the traditional classroom, it is more of a strict curriculum. Also, in the constructivist classroom, knowledge happens through interactions, while in the traditional classroom, knowledge happens through repetition. Please note that in the constructivist classroom, the instructor is more of a negotiator, while in the traditional classroom, the instructor is the one who takes charge. Now, let's talk about the engagement theory. Now, basically, it was brought about by Kersley and Scheinemann, and they thought that in order for students to be considered as productive individuals, they had to be engaging in worthwhile and meaningful activities. Now, these worthwhile and meaningful activities could be facilitated by technology, and this would basically help them to be able to carry out collaborative learning. Now, the engagement theory would be advantageous to students because it allows them the chance to relate, create, and donate, to relate to each other in groups, to create and to work on meaningful projects together, and also to donate where they are allowed to share their experiences with others outside of the classroom so that they can also learn what they learned.
What is technology integration? It can be described as the effective implementation of educational technology to accomplish intended learning outcomes. And what is technology integration in education? It is the process of determining which electronic tools and which methods for implementing them are appropriate for given classroom situations and problems. Technology integration in the classroom. Studies suggest a constructivist paradigm is important for successful technology integration. Some studies also suggest the use of internet in order to facilitate a successful constructivist learning environment. We can use technology to help facilitate engagement in ways which are difficult to achieve otherwise. But why use technology in the classroom? We use it to enable learning anytime, anywhere. We use it to increase transfer of knowledge to problem solving, to generate motivation to learn, to develop information literacy and visual literacy, to definitely foster creativity, to foster group cooperation, and to optimize scarce personnel and material resources. So, what does constructivist and engagement theory have to do with technology integration? To help explain this, I've decided to use an example. So, the subject is English, and the lesson is learning to compose descriptive essays. Please note, I am the teacher, and I will be using technology along with constructivist strategies. I will first provide my students with basic ideas and examples of descriptive essays, and then they will be given time to review and reference materials for future use. Students must come up with their own ideas for writing descriptive essays on a real world topic. So, for example, let's say teenage pregnancy. Their next task will be to work in a collaborative group, but their process will be a little different. And so they should share them with the group. Okay, let's see what's next. Students are required to share their process, findings, and drafts with the group through email and Google Docs. I must be added as an editor as well. Students must read and respond to at least 2 group members with the reviews and comments. And of course, all final drafts must be sent to me so that I can put them together and upload them to the school's online platform. After submission, the group will decide which descriptive essay they will use to create a movie. And when they're done, their video should be posted to YouTube. Like all theories, constructivist and engagement theory has weaknesses, but technology integration can help. It helps to deal with students who are unable to manage their own learning. As the teacher, I can monitor emails and tasks online and assist students as well. Technology integration helps to motivate students. They get to collaborate with each other and use cool internet apps like the ones I used to make this video, Powtoon and Capwing. They're also motivated by differentiated activities and forms of assessment.
Think, learn, grow. See you next time.